All right, welcome everyone. For those that don't know me, my name's Dave Harkins. I'm the Chief of Police here. And Mayor may join us late. I just told Dave that he is stuck. He had a doctor's appointment that he was hoping to be back for. If not, he's going to see Dave, but he may pop in towards the end of it. But you know, we're pressing on, as we say. So I want to thank everybody on behalf of all the men and women of the Gloucester Township Police Department for being here for Corporal David Sgrignuoli. Badge number 191. Before we get started, though, I want to start us off. Dave probably needs a prayer. Kathy, I'm sure, needs a prayer with Deacon Ken Carpinelli, one of our department chaplains. So, Deacon, if you will take and lead us in a little prayer.
It's my honor to be able to come here today. So let us pray. Holy Father, I pray now and ask that you would continue to watch over David and his family. We thank you for his service. We thank you for providing him a heart of a servant, one who is willing to come into community, willing to take care of others at risk for himself. We thank you for his family that watches over him and built him up, strengthen him to be the person who he is. Help him in the next chapter of his life and continue to be with his wife and his kids. Let them be healthy. Let them grow strong. And may your guidance continue to always be with them. I ask all these things with great thanksgiving in your holy name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Deacon Kessler. Thank you. Again, for David's sake, Deputy Chief Benazzi was supposed to be here, and he called you today, right? Because he's on his way to South Carolina college for his son to try out for a hot college at University of South Carolina, so he's going to be driving all night, so he had to leave unexpectedly. But that's why I asked Captain Kohlmeyer, your division commander, to come forward to join us up here. But first I want to welcome all you guys for being here. It's a great turnout, great testament to you. But I really want to acknowledge Kathy, Brogan, and Mason, you guys being here. We were talking about it the other day of how important it is for the family to be here. Good to see Mrs. Sgrignuoli. Margaret, you'll be Mrs. Sgrignuoli. Yeah. Brian, he'll never know that you were his brother. I can't tell the resemblance, but welcome here to you and your family and all of the Sgrignuoli family that's here today. Again, as we're here to celebrate and acknowledge your dad's career here, right? The Gloucester Township Police Department, Corporal David Sgrignuoli. Again, you know, for us, the hardest Sgrignuoli, it's always, I won't miss trying to sign your name or put your name on something. It's like the hardest name to spell since Shubashevsky, Detective Shubashevsky. So we're not going to miss that with trying to put the extra G's and all. But, you are a 1994 graduate of Triton High School. And didn't know this about him until I, talked with Dave the other day and then looked through his file that, worked as a laborer for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers from 1995 to 1999. And he told me all about that. What an interesting time that was right out of high school, going to Puerto Rico, going all over wherever they needed. Because that made sense after I saw that it took you 6 years to get your associate's degree from Camden County College. I was like, 66, yeah, but you got it. You got your associate's degree in criminal justice from Camden County College in June of 2000. And then he started his career as a Class 1 Special Officer in the borough of Runnemede in February of 2002, before being hired here as a full-time police officer of the Gloucester Township Police Department on September 13, 2004. Dave served as a patrol officer, a field training officer, but I think as he's told me, the highlight of his career was being assigned to the Traffic Safety Unit on October 1st, 2017. And this is where Dave excelled become a trusted member of that unit, traffic safety expert, an accident reconstructionist who also became part of our serious crash investigations team. So such an important role for this agency to have someone to do that, but also the difficulties that come with that, having to see serious crashes. They only get called out when people are hurt really bad or there's fatalities. And but you know, you excelled in that. You had the great reputation of that, to get answers, because that's what our job is, to reconstruct a serious crash and get that family answers as to what happened. And you did an excellent job at that. Like I said, he excelled at being a traffic safety expert. He finished his career, and he probably never would have thought this, in the Internal Affairs Unit, right? Professional Standards Bureau, where you were temporarily assigned really just to do background checks. But just to be assigned to the Professional Standards Bureau unit to do background checks for our SLEO applicants speaks to your character. I said that to him just to be able to have access to that office, to be in and work in that office where, you know, it's the highest confidentiality other than my office, but you were well trusted, and you had earned that, and you did an outstanding job with preparing many of those SLEO officers are standing in the back that you did their backgrounds on, and they are the future of our department, and you had a key role to play in that. Again, as I said, Dave was always described as a quiet guy, but a dependable guy. And he also had a great dry sense of humor that you had to get used to. But everybody really enjoyed that, and everybody I've spoken to really enjoyed working with Dave throughout his police career. But I really want to thank the family, take a moment here, thank the family, Kathy, all of you guys, for all that you went through the 21 years here of his career. You're a big part, as I always say to these family members. He's not successful if the family doesn't back it, right? And we get it. He's spending more time with us here in this building than often he is at home. And the phone ringing for call-outs or sudden adjustments or traffic expertise that he's needed on, hopefully that's all behind, but it is appreciated, and we recognize this, and that you're a big part of why he's here. He's here safely. You were his motivation. As we go out to dinner, I went out to lunch the other day with him, and we speak about our things, and man, very clear to me how important family is to Dave, and how important even this decision is based on his love of family, his love of being around them for a long time to come. And so we spoke, and I want to acknowledge how important his dad was to him, Walter, and what a great influence you were to him, younger Mrs. Sgrignuoli, and him, and how close he was with all of you, and your brother, Brian, and how that formed him into a sense of service, and that he spoke of how much he still misses his dad and how important that is in his life. And that made him a good police officer. That life that he was raised in, that meant all the things. Dave told me he wanted to be a police officer since as long as he could remember. And he fulfilled that goal, and he carried it out very well. So thank you to the family for all that you've tolerated from all of us here in Gloucester Township Police Department. I know that'll be the thing that Dave misses, the camaraderie, the officers that are here that showed up, and all that brotherhood and sisterhood that goes along with being a Gloucester Township police officer. But again, thank you. We sincerely thank you for all that you guys put up with. So this is just as much a celebration for you as it is for Dave. Again, I said that Dave made it very clear to me how much he loved being a cop. He loved working with all of you, and that he also how much he loved and how much time was important to him, and he was looking forward to how proud he will be to be with Brogan and Mason, and spending more time with them, instructing them, and just being around them more and more, to be the good father that he is. While we spoke about, some of the more memorable moments. It's always good to get a perspective. We all live the same kinds of jobs, but then there's specifics to it. And Dave spoke of the one, and then it was great to see in his personnel file, it connected to that. On July 30th, 2005, as a pretty brand new cop, right? Pretty new. He responds to the Hojo for Howard Johnson in Blenheim for a reported stabbing. And he's first on scene and locates a 21-year-old victim who has a severe stab wound to the chest. He recognized the seriousness of the situation. His training kicked right in, and he immediately started CPR, saving the life of this 21-year-old young man, this victim who was stabbing. Todd, he also remembers you yelling at him or something like that about, getting him, and he said he yelled back at you, but it was good that I know those bonds and those friendships have continued with these guys that you work with when you experience that kind of thing there. What was really pretty cool to see when I looked through his file, I heard Dave's account of that, and I could see he was reliving it as he told the story, and so I know that it's there. But the greatest thing about this was that the victim got transported to Cooper Trauma, and the emergency physician actually called the next day to go out of his way, which we know they don't always do, but it must have made such an impression that Dave's actions saved the life of that young man. And to hear it from, sometimes we don't know what happens when we load the patient into the ambulance, they move on, and we just don't know. And this was great feedback for us to see the letter from and the information from the Cooper Trauma doctor in your file, which led to you being nominated for an official commendation for life-saving actions, which you were awarded as one of your commendations in your file. So congratulations. We don't know what happened to that 21, but you gave him that opportunity, and that's something that you should be proud of for the rest of your life. That young man wouldn't be walking around without you taking the actions that you took and performing your duties as a Gloucester Township Police Officer. So congratulations for that. In addition, Corporal Sgrignuoli has received the following commendations over his 21-year career. He's had 4 distinguished unit citations, 2 police service citations, 3 outstanding police work letters, and in addition to that, he has also been awarded, but it's a little preview. This coming next Wednesday, May 7th, we'll be having our annual awards night, and Dave was awarded by our awards committee and another official commendation that wasn't yet in his file for merit, commendation for merit for his actions as part of the team that on June 1st, 2024 had to endure and carry out their duties on Gloucester Township Day. And the officers that received awards, there's many that we'll be honoring on Wednesday night. Dave, I know, cannot be there on Wednesday night, so we felt it was appropriate to award him with his merit award for his actions that evening. So it's my proud honor to present to you this official commendation of merit for your actions on June 1st, 2024. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
We'll get that to you. With that being said, I just want to take a moment to thank Dave for his successful career, to make sure that you know that you will be missed. Your valuable expertise, your experience, your sense of humor, your personality, and your personality is one to be emulated by in my opinion, by many here, because you stuck the business. You didn't really get into sticking your nose where it shouldn't have been. You were always a mentor to others. You were just a quiet professional, taking care of things. And especially in these last couple of years since I've been chief, you've been assigned several traffic-related duties that were important to accomplish our mission, and you always did so very well. Dave, I congratulate you and I thank you for your expertise. I thank you for your service here to the Gloucester Township Police Department, and I wish you all the best in your career and everything it is, and I congratulate your family. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'll call the man up, Corporal Dave Sgrignuoli.
All right, guys, I just want to thank everyone for being here. It means a lot. I just remember back in 2004 going to my interview, and after I thought I bombed it, the police department tells you you're going to get a phone call, if you're getting hired or not. And like this morning, I was pacing around the house, waiting. You wait for that phone call, and it happened. And at that point, it was the most exciting time of my life. I mean, you're starting a career, so that was a special moment. Then you go to the academy. I work for the 1st platoon, 3rd platoon, and 2nd platoon. Then I made it into traffic, which I think is the greatest unit in the police department. I love my time there. I worked with a lot of great guys there. And then I was able to finish off in internal affairs working with those guys, and it was a great experience. I worked with a lot of great people, became close with a lot, and some of those people became family. There's a lot of great memories that went through the years. Going to Phillies games with a group of the guys. The police unity tour was a lot of fun. We had the Christmas dinners, and then barbecuing at night at the fire hall while a sergeant goes around and answers calls for us. So that was awesome. So I want to thank Kathy and my two boys Brogan and Mason for supporting me for my career. I know times were tough for you, Kath, because of midnights. You deserve a lot of credit. You deserve a lot of credit, but probably more than I gave you. So, but thank you. I want to thank Kathy's family, Diane, who just retired yesterday from the state for 25 years of service. Greg and Chrissy, for all your help. It seemed like every day you guys were doing something for my boys, making it easier for Kathy and I. I want to thank, my mom, my dad, my brother Brian. You guys were, I'm sure nervous when I became a cop. I'm not sure if I was able to do it or not. But you guys were a big supporter of me throughout it all, and I appreciate that. My mom would tell me, if there's any dangerous calls, don't go to them. So I did my best. I did my best. But which is probably why one of my past lieutenants actually started calling me a slug. So I'm not going to mention any names. But I know I had your guys' support. Some of you guys here coming up on retirement. Some guys are new guys. Some guys, SLEOs who haven't really started, getting into, the pension and stuff like that. But 25, 30 years is a long time. It's a big chunk of your life. And it goes quick. So just enjoy it. I wouldn't change anything other than going to Salad Society for lunch, which is only a half a mile out of town.
Yeah, I got it.
Guys, just take care of one another. Enjoy your time as a police officer. It's a tough job, but I loved it. Thank you for everybody for being here.
Yeah. Another piece of advice: if you go a half mile out of town, hide your car a little better. Okay? That's what we do. Just a couple presentations as our traditions here for the Gloucester Township Police Department. First, I'll present Dave his retired Corporal ID card. That's yours. And also the ceremonial card, along with his retired badge, which I'll tuck in here.
Thank you.
Okay. Got that, Chuck?
Got it.
And again, one of the traditions that we have, and I'm sure Dave has these lapel pins, but we ceremoniously present him with one of our Gloucester Township Police lapel pins because he's finished his official service here as a Gloucester Township Police Department doesn't mean he stops being part of the Gloucester Township Police Department as all retirees. So we proudly present you with this pin so you hopefully wear that proudly to any events, at any time you see fit, because we're proud of you, and I hope you're proud to be part of this Gloucester Township Police family. And the last presentation, I'll ask Captain Kohlmeyer to give me a hand. So Dave, we're proud to present you in honor of all your service, your retirement plaque. So I hope you're proud. This concludes our presentation for Corporal Sgrignuoli. I know that information about an outing for this evening is going out. And Dave, feel free to let anybody know, but we also have, we invite everyone to come up and see Dave, take pictures, spend the last moments as a police officer here at the Gloucester Township Police Department, and also enjoy the cake, your retirement cake. So congratulations, thank you all for coming, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Congratulations.
Dave, any last words of advice?
Just thank you. It was an honor to serve with everybody.